rest yourself down on your mat. Your legs can be outstretched or bent with the feet flat, or you can bring your knees out to the sides. And if the knees drop out to the sides, be sure to support them with blocks so that you don't overstretch or pull on the inner thighs. And then turn the shoulders back and down. And let your arms come out a little farther than, instead of, like right by your sides, down at 45, bring the arms out a little bit more, sort of, so you feel a broadness across the front of your chest. And then close your eyes. And begin to follow your breath. Notice the rise and fall of the breath. Feel the coolness of the air as it passes through the nostrils on the inhalation. And then notice the warmth, perhaps even a little bit of moistness with the exhalation. Just focus on that sense for a moment or two. Inhale, feel the coolness. Exhale, feel the warmth. As you continue to breathe in and out through the nose, become aware of your environment. Notice the sounds both in the room and outside of the room. Notice the temperature. Feel the air as it moves across your bare skin. Notice any smells. Notice the taste in your mouth. And notice the light behind your eyes. And breathe into the environment. Breathe into the room. Breathe into your surroundings. And then bring your hands to rest at the center of your body. And once the hands are resting, just notice the weight of your hands. Notice if the fingertips touch or not. If your hands are one on top of the other, or if the fingers are interlaced. Perhaps try the hands in a different position than what they usually are. So if you're like my fingertips, I'm typically interlaced. I'm going to put my hands one on top of the other this time. And then wherever your hands are, just change the position and try a different position. And just follow the rise and fall, how the body lifts up to meet your palms. And then exhale. Just take a few more breaths. And now release your arms down. And extend your legs out or just change the position of your legs. Take the blocks next to your hips and let your hands rest on the blocks for a moment. Bring the base of your palms to the end of your blocks and then just slide the blocks down towards your feet to release your shoulders. And then gently press the hands down into the blocks. Feel your shoulder blades come together. And release. And press the palms down. And release. And again, press the palms down. And release. And then slide the blocks up just about to the height of your shoulders. And then rest your elbows on the blocks. And just take your arms out towards your sides. Just once again, this is similar to the pose where we started, but just gives a little bit different openness into the front of the body. Pectoral muscles spread open. Just take a few breaths into your chest. And then bring the hands back down. You can slide the blocks out of your way. And then reach your arms up, take them behind you. Reach through your fingertips and press down gently with your heels. And then bring your arms down by your sides. Reach your arms up, take them all the way behind you. Stretch through the balls of your feet. Press down with your heels. And then relax the legs, bring your arms down. And reach up. Stretch through the fingers and out through the soles of your feet. And then bring the arms up to the ceiling. And tap the index fingers and thumbs together. And then tap the middle fingers and thumbs. Tap the ring fingers and thumbs. Tap the pinky fingers and thumbs. Let's go back the other way. Tap the ring fingers. Tap the middle fingers. Tap the index fingers. Tap the pinky fingers. And then open and close your hands. And make a loose fist with your hands and make some circles with your wrists. And then pause and go the other way. And flip the palms up. Point your right fingers down while the left hand stays pressed up towards the ceiling. And then press the right palm up, left fingers down. And switch. And switch. And switch. And switch. Bring both palms up to the ceiling. Bring both fingertips down to the floor. Bring the palms to face one another and shrug your shoulders up and off your mat. And then place them down. Shrug the shoulders up and place them down. And shrug the shoulders up and place them down. Bring your palms together, interlace your fingers, and turn the palms up towards the ceiling. As you reach the arms, the palms up towards the ceiling, relax your shoulders, and then take your folded hands behind you. Press your palms away, point your toes, do a little bit of a pelvic tilt if you're able. And then release the toes, release the fingers, wiggle them, and hold on to opposite elbows. Let your arms rest behind you or your forehead. Oh, excuse me. And just take a moment to breathe into the rib cage. And exhale. Walk your legs to the left corner of your mat. Draw the right arm next to your ear and then draw the arms all the way over to the left. Press through your heels. Feel that wonderful stretch on the right side of the body. And then come back and let's treat the left side to the same wonderful feeling. Take those legs over to the right. Draw the left arm next to your ear. And then bring the arms over to the right. Press through your heels. Just enjoy that stretch. And then come back to the center. Bring your folded arms up. Let them hover above your ribs. Make some circles with your shoulders. And then slide the arms to the left and take your gaze right. And then slide the arms right and take your gaze left. And then reach your arms to the ceiling. Refold the arms, bring the other forearm in front, lower your arms down by your ribs, make some circles in the other direction. And then slide the arms right, take your gaze left. And then slide the arms left, take your gaze right. Reach your arms to the ceiling, take them all the way behind you, press out through the balls of your feet. And then bring your arms down by your sides. With your toes pointed to the ceiling, either scrunch and spread or wiggle your toes. Get them moving a bit. Point and flex your feet. Make circles with your ankles. And then pause and make circles in the other direction. Bring your big toes together and windshield wipe your legs. Bring the big toes together and just tap them. And then windshield wipe again. And slide your heels, tap the backs of your legs. And if you're on a bolster, roll to one side to come up. If not, just pause for a minute for me to move my bolster. And when you're back down on your back, bend your knees and bring your feet flat to the floor. Lift your hips up just a little bit. Slide the buttock flesh down towards your heels to elongate your spine, and then place the back on the mat. Walk your hands down towards your feet or use your mat to draw the arms down or your blanket. And then press your feet into the floor. Press the lower back into the mat by doing a pelvic tilt. And release and press your feet. Press the back into the mat. And release and rock your knees gently from side to side, just a couple inches from side to side. Feel the parts of the body that touch the mat as you rock the knees. You might feel your sacrum, you might feel the top of the glutes. Take your feet a couple of inches further down towards the end of your mat. And once again, rock the knees from side to side. You may feel just a little bit different spot. And then bring your feet back to your position where the feet are closer to being under your knees, and press your feet and press your back into the mat. And release, draw your knees into your chest, rock them in and out. And then keep them hugged in and rock from side to side. Hold on behind your knees and rock your thighs in and out. And then take your feet up a little higher and rock in and out again. And then extend your legs up and bring them in close. And stretch your legs up and bring them in. And then stretch the legs up. Bring the soles of your feet together. Hold on to your ankles. Let your elbows rest on your inner thighs. And then bring the feet to the floor. Stretch your arms, stretch your legs, point your toes, do a pelvic tilt. And then exhale, bring your arms down by your sides, draw your knees into your chest, rock in and out. And let the knees fall away and make some circles around the low back and sacrum. And pause and then go in any other direction. Cross the left ankle over the right and straighten your legs. Hold on behind your thighs. And then just bend and straighten a couple times. And then press the legs up and recross your ankles. And then bend and straighten a couple times. And then keep the thighs hugged in and keep the ankles crossed and rock side to side. And bring your feet to the floor. Extend your arms and your legs. Stretch your body. Bring your right thigh in close and rock it in and out. And then take your right knee over towards your left shoulder. And then bring the right knee to the right shoulder. Make some circles with your right hip. And pause, and then go the other way. Draw your thigh in towards your ribs and reach your leg up. Hold on behind your thigh. Bend and straighten your leg. So bring your thigh to your ribs and then straighten. And then keep a little bend in your knee and rock your thigh in and out. And then press the leg up. Press through the ball of your foot. As you press the thigh into your hands and gently draw back with your hands against your thigh. And then bring the arch of your right foot to the left knee. And then take your knee over to the left. Grab one of your blocks and bring it next to your right hip. And then as you come back up, let the right knee drop out to the right side and rest on that block. Bring your arms to your sides. Press through the sole of the left foot. And then you can extend the right leg. Bring the left thigh in close and rock it in now. And then keep it hugged in. Draw the left knee over to the right shoulder. And then the left knee to the left shoulder. And then make some circles with your left hip. And pause and go the other way. Bring your thigh into your chest. And then stretch your leg up. Bend and straighten your leg. Again, bring the thigh in towards your ribs. Try and keep your foot flat up towards the ceiling. And then keep a little bend in your knee and just rock the thigh in and out. So all of this bending and straightening and rocking in and out helps to stretch the hamstrings and the glutes. And it also, it's warming up the body for the standing poses. And then straighten your leg, press through the ball of your foot, press your thigh into your hands and gently draw your hands back against your thigh. And now bring the arch of your left foot to your right knee. Take your left hand out to a T and take your knee over all the way to the right. And then take your block and bring it about hip height. And now draw the left knee back up to the center, let it come out to the left side, and let the knee rest on the block. Flex your right foot, bring your arms out to the sides. And then bring both feet to the floor. Rock your knees from side to side. And take your feet as wide as your mat, turn your toes in towards one another, and press your feet into the mat, press the back into the mat. So as you do this pressing the pelvic tilt, you'll notice that your back, the part of the back that presses into the mat is a little higher than your lower back. So press the feet, press the back into the mat, and release, and press your feet, press the back into the mat, and release. Straighten out your feet so they're parallel to the edges of your mat. Rock your knees a little deeper from side to side. And then bring the feet back to hip distance apart. Grab your belt. And then take the right foot up into the belt. And walk your hands up as close as you can to your foot. And remember, if the leg doesn't get straight, that's okay. You can just lower your leg down a little bit so that it is straight. So instead of being, having your leg up with a big bend in it, just lower the leg so that it comes out straight. And then bend your thigh in towards your chest. And then straighten your leg. Take the belt into your right hand, left hand to your left hip. With your exhale, the right leg goes right, the left knee goes left. Come back up to the middle. Switch the belt into your left hand, right hand out to a T. Cross the left knee behind your right thigh. Take the right leg to the left. And then come back up to the middle. Bend your thigh in towards your ribs and reach the leg up. Bring your left foot into the belt and bring the right foot down. Draw your thigh to your ribs and press the leg up. Take the belt into your left hand to your right hip. With your exhale, the left leg goes left and the right knee goes right. Come back up to the middle. Take the belt into your right hand, left hand to a T. And then as you exhale, this time take the left leg to the right knee behind the left thigh. Come back up to the middle, bend your thigh in towards your ribs, and stretch the leg up. Bring both feet into the belt. Separate your feet about hip distance apart. Turn the toes in towards one another and then press your feet into the belt. And then relax the legs, turn the toes back so that your feet are parallel to one another. Separate your legs and rock from side to side. And then bring the feet back to the middle, bring your feet down to the floor, extend your arms and your legs, point your toes, do a pelvic tilt. And then exhale, bring your arms down by your sides, bend your knees, and let's roll to one side and come up to sit. So when you come in to sit in Sukhasana today, if you usually cross your right leg in first, try sitting this time with your left leg in first. And bring your hands to your knees. It feels a little different. I know you can always put your blocks underneath your knees. And bring your hands to your knees, your thighs. Close your eyes. Let your sitting bones be heavy. And let the crown of your head reach towards the sky. Lower your chin to your chest and roll your left ear to your left shoulder. And then chin to chest, right ear to right shoulder. Chin to chest, left ear to left shoulder. Chin to chest, right ear to right shoulder. Bring your chin back to the center. And then bring your chin parallel to the floor. Turn your head to the right. And then turn your head left. Come back to the middle. Lift your eyes up and make circles with your eyes. And then lift them up again and circle in the other direction. Lift your eyes to 12 o'clock. Take them to 9, across to 3, down to 6. Lift the eyes up to 12, take them to 3, over to 9, down to 6. And then bring them back to the center and squeeze the eyes. And release and squeeze. And release and squeeze. And release. And then open your eyes. And take your hands to the sides of your hips. Walk the fingers away and wiggle your fingers. And then bring them back in. Walk the fingers out and wiggle them. And bring them back in. And walk the fingers out. Wiggle the fingers. And bring them back in. Roll your shoulders. And go the other way. Inhale your shoulders up. Exhale with a hop. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. And then just shake out your hands. And then just open and close the hands again. And bring your hands to the floor. Press them down into the floor and lift up your chest. And walk yourself back up. Take your arms up And interlace your hands. Turn the palms up to the ceiling. Exhale to the left. And inhale up. And exhale to the right. And inhale up. Bring the hands to your chest and press the palms away. Bring your hands to your chest and reach up. Release the interlace of your hands. Now bring your palms together, and this time when you interlace your hands, bring your opposite index finger and thumb in front so it feels awkward. And then press the palms up to the ceiling. And exhale right. Inhale up. Exhale left. Inhale up. Bring the backs of your hands to your chest. Press the palms away. Bring the hands in and reach your arms up. Release the interlace of the hands. Wiggle your fingers. Turn your palms. Exhale and release. Reach up. Turn your palms and exhale. Inhale, reach up. Turn the palms and just lower the left arm, the right arm. Sorry. Reach up with the left, walk out to the right. And then come all the way back up. Reach up with your right arm, walk out to the left. And then inhale, come all the way up. Roll the shoulders again. And reverse. Inhale your shoulders up. Exhale, up. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. Bring your left hand to the outside of the right knee. Right hand behind you. Draw your navel in. Soften your lower back. Relax the left shoulder. And then twist ribs, chest, and shoulders. Keep your chin in line with your sternum. And then slowly come back through the middle. Take the right hand to the left knee, left hand behind you. Draw your navel in, soften the lower back, twist ribs, chest, and shoulders. And come back to the middle, bring your hands to your knees and round your back. Lift your chest and round your back. And lift up and round your back. And lift your chest. And then change the cross of your legs. And hinge forward. Press your hands down into the floor and lift up your chest. Walk yourself up. And then take your right hand to the outside of your left knee. Twist ribs, chest, and shoulders. Come back to the middle. Take the left hand to the outside of the right knee. Twist ribs, chest, and shoulders. And then come back to the middle, round your back, lift your chest, round your back, lift your chest, and round your back, and lift your chest. And then let's take the legs out in front of us, slide your heels, tap the backs of your legs, and hinge forward. Come back up, point and flex your feet again. And make a few circles with your ankles. And go the other way. And then hinge forward. Press into your legs, lift up your chest. And then walk yourself up, hold on behind your knees, and take the legs out wide. And roll the thigh flesh down towards the floor. and then hinge forward. Walk your hands slightly forward, press the hands down, lift up your chest. And walk over to your left leg, stretch through the right arm. And then walk back through the middle and over to your right leg, stretch through the left arm. Come back to the middle. And then reach for either the insides of your arches or your ankles or your shins, wherever you can reach. And then press down and lift up. And then walk yourself to the middle and back up to the center. Hold on behind your knees. Bring the soles of your feet together. Take your hands behind you and let your knees drop out to the sides. Here we go. Good. And then bring the feet to the floor, rock your knees from side to side. And then with the feet about hip distance apart, reach through your legs, press your hands down around your back. And then extend your legs and hinge forward. Bend your knees. Reach through your legs, press down and around your back. Extend your legs and hinge forward. And then bend your knees. This time when you bring your legs a little bit closer together, and when you reach forward, bring your arms to the outside of your knees. Press your fingertips down and around your back. And then come back to the middle and extend your legs. Take your left hand to the outside of your right leg, right hand behind you, and twist. And then switch, take the right hand to the outside of the left knee and press one against the other and twist. And then come back to the middle. Take your right foot across the left leg. Wrap your left arm around the front of your shin. Take your right arm behind you and twist. And come back. And then take the left leg over the right. Wrap the right arm around the front of the left leg and twist. And then come back to the middle, hinge forward, and then walk yourself up. Turn sideways on your mat so that you've got your whole body length on for your mat. So make sure you don't have, and there's nothing behind you so that if you fall back, you won't hit your head. We're going to take our index fingers and middle fingers, bring them in between your big toe and your little toe. Big toe and second toe, sorry. I'm gonna face you just so you can see, but I want you to stay in that same position. All right, take your left leg up. Now, if you can't straighten your leg, just hold on behind your calf, okay? Good, and then lower. And then take the right leg up. And lower. Let's take the left leg up again. And lower. And the right leg up. Good. And lower. And now I'm going to turn sideways. So from here, we're just going to lift the feet off of the mat. Good. Keep your chest lifted. Bring your shins parallel to the floor. Now you can stay right here, or if you want, you can take the legs wide and reach the legs up. Good. And then come down, extend your legs out and hinge forward. And then come back up to the center. And then let's turn around, come on to hands and knees. If you have a bolster, use your bolster. But if not, take a block and then press back to, or two. You might even need 2 blocks. I know I only need 1, but press back to extended child's pose and bring your forehead onto the block. Or if you're using a bolster, bring it onto the bolster. And extend your arms out. Just pause here for a moment. Rock your head from side to side. And then pause for a moment. And then come up onto your hands and knees. Set your block aside or your bolster, or whatever prop you're using. And if you have your blanket down, you can remove it. Or if you like it for some extra cushioning, you can certainly leave it down. And then come onto hands and knees. And as you're on your hands and knees, make sure that your knees are under your hips. And your hands are either slightly in front of your shoulders or directly under your shoulders. Draw your navel up and in and around your back. And then lift your chest and round your back and lift your chest. And take your right arm and left leg up. And then lower. Take the left arm and right leg up. And lower. Right arm, left leg. Bring your elbow to your knee and reach. Elbow to knee and reach. Elbow to knee. Reach. Elbow to knee. Reach and elbow to knee. Reach and hold and lower. And then take the left arm and right leg up. Elbow to knee and reach. Elbow to knee and reach. Elbow to knee. Reach. Elbow to knee. Reach. Last one, elbow to knee. Reach and hold, lower down, come to extended child's pose. And then slowly roll up, come to sit on your heels, or if that's uncomfortable for you, take a block and put the block between your ankles and then sit on the block. And then reach up with your right arm and walk out to the left and come back up and reach up with the left arm, reach to the right, come back up to the middle, hold on to the back of your mat, roll your shoulders back, and then pull your hands away from one another like you're trying to split the middle of the mat. And lift your chest. Good, and then reach your arms up, come forward and round your back and lift your chest. And then scoot your block off to the side. Walk your hands up in front of your shoulders. Spread your fingers nice and wide, curl your toes and lift up for downward facing dog. Come up onto your toes and pedal your heels. And then come up onto both toes and lower your heels down towards the mat. Glide forward to plank. Lower your knees, press your hips back for extended child's pose. Come up to table, tuck your toes, press back up to downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up high and lower, and then lift the left leg up high and lower. Come forward to plank. Press back for downward dog. Walk your feet forward or step your feet forward to forward fold. Bend and straighten your knees. And then inhale, reach up, all the way up. And bring your hands down by your sides. Bend your knees and roll your shoulders. Inhale up and exhale back. Inhale up, exhale back. Inhale up, exhale back. Inhale your shoulders up. Exhale high. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. Bring your hands to your hips. Step back with your right foot, but stay up on your right toes. Now, if this is difficult for you, you can always step in and bring the foot to the, whoops, and bring the foot to the floor, she says, as she falls over to the sides. And then reach your arms up. And then bend your left knee for crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana. And then lower your arms, straighten the left leg. Bend your left knee, reach your arms up. And then straighten the left leg, lower your arms. Bend the left knee, reach your arms up. Hinge all the way forward, bring your ribs to your thighs, your hands to the floor or your blocks, and step your back foot halfway in, and then all the way in. Good. And then bend your knees, inhale, reach all the way up, and bring your hands to your hips. Step your left foot back, stay up on the left toes. Good. Reach your arms up, and exhale, bend your right knee for crescent lunge. Good. You can always bring the knee down if this, or the foot. And then straighten your right leg, lower your arms. Bend the right knee, reach up. Straighten the right leg, lower your arms. Bend your right knee and reach up. Hinge forward, bring your ribs to your thigh. Bring your hands to your block or the mat. Step in halfway with the left foot. Step in again if you need to, or bring it all the way up next to the right foot. And then inhale, come all the way up. Reach your arms up. And bring your hands to your heart. Pause in Tadasana. And then let's come to the center of the mat. Bring your hands to your hips and bring your feet together. If you need a piece of furniture, a chair, or something to rest your hands on, by all means, use that. Find a focal point and fix your gaze. Press your left foot down into the mat, especially the big toe and big toe mound. Take your right foot either to your ankle, your calf, or if it's in your practice, bring it all the way up into your thigh. And when you're ready, you can take your arms up. Good. Lower your arms and lower the leg. Once again, bring your hands to your hips. Find your focal point. Press down with the right foot And then reach down for your left ankle and bring it to the place on your right leg that is most comfortable for you, or try and challenge yourself today. Good. And then when you're ready, take your arms up. And then lower your arms and lower the leg. Good. Take your right leg out in front of you. Lift it up and then reach around for your right ankle and just stretch your quad. Good. Try and bring your knees even with one another. Now, if this is, so relax for a sec. So if this is difficult or uncomfortable for you, or it's not an easy pose for you, take your belt and just hold it so that you have a little bit of a loop in it. So you don't have to loop it, but just bring the ends together so that you have a little bit of a loop. And then you can take your ankle right inside that loop and then use the belt to help lift the leg. So if doing this without a belt is difficult, then using the belt is really, it actually feels pretty good. Makes it a lot easier, actually. In fact, I think I'm going to do it this way on the other side. So if you're using a belt, then take that loop and put it around your right ankle. And then raise the loop up, raise the leg up. Whoops. And use your belt to help bring the knees in line and to lift the heel towards the glute. Good. Use a piece of furniture if you need to, just to help with balance, and then release it down, and you can set your belt aside. And then come to the top of your mat, reach your arms up, fold forward. Bend your knees and bring your hands to the mat and step your feet back to come onto your hands and knees. And then take your knees to your feet to one side. Roll onto your hip, bring the legs out in front of you. And then roll yourself down and bring your knees in towards your chest. As you rock them in and out, let your back relax. And then just rock from side to side a little. Bring your feet to the floor and extend your legs and your arms. Point your toes, do a pelvic tilt. Take a nice deep breath in. And then exhale, you can prepare for Shavasana. As you rest yourself down on your mat, begin to bring your awareness back to your breath. Your next exhalation, allow the entire back body to release and let go. Feel all the muscles of the back body release. And feel as if you're melting right into your mat. Slowly begin to bring some movement back into your body. Draw your knees towards your chest. And then slowly roll onto your right side. Take a long, slow, deep breath in, and a long, slow, complete breath out. And then gently bring yourself up to come and sit in Sukhasana or any comfortable seated position. Bring your hands to the center of your chest and lower your head, reminding us to surrender the busy thinking mind to the wisdom and intuition that resides in the heart. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May the longtime sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way home. Namaste.